Hello everybody, this is Elton Searcy with Think Big Analytics. Today I'm going to go over how to use a data transformation feed in Kylo. So the first thing we want to do is open up our Kylo UI, and if you're using the base templates that come with Kylo, you should already have data transformation included in your feeds. So let's go ahead and go over to feeds, and we'll go to create a new feed. We're going to click on data transformation. And here we're going to do restaurant, R-E-S-T-R-A-N-T, report. And we're just going to use this to create a report. Continue on to step 2, choose the source, it's just going to be run feed. Okay, so here, when we get to this part, build query, this search bar here allows you to search for different tables that exist in Hive. Here we're going to go ahead and do restaurant inspections. This is the table we want. If we wanted to add more tables and join different tables together, we could do that by typing in another table and then doing, for example, test inspections again. If we wanted, we could now join on canvas ID and then save. But for right now, we don't want that. We only want to alter this one table with the data. So we're going to go ahead and continue on to step 4. Now, when you get to step 4, Kylo will go and query the table and give you a sample of the data. Here, where I'm doing a limit of 1,000 rows for my data sample. And inside of this window here, you can actually see all the columns that are in that table as well as the values, which is pretty nice. Now, to really get some use out of this, usually you'll want to do aggregations or counts, or maybe you're just creating some sort of report or something using this. But for our use right now, we're actually just going to create a subset table, which is just going to be canvas, comma, DBA, comma, inspection date, inspection type, critical, flag. Okay, so basically we're just creating a new table from our existing table. We're going to go ahead and hit add. So what that will do now is that will change what my select query was completely. So now these are the only columns I can actually see. And these would be the different columns that would be created in a new table in Hive once this data transformation feed is done. So let's go into the next step. This allows us to actually define what we want our output table to look like. As you can see here, we can't modify the schema because that's set based on our queries in the transformation data step. But we can modify the partitions. So let's go ahead and do inspection date as a partition. Continue on to step 6. We're not going to index any, well, let's go ahead and index canvas ID. And then we'll do choose, merge strategy, full, replace table content, sync. Now we're going to do target format, okay, snappy, continue on to step 7, continue on to step 9. So we want this job to run every day at 2 p.m. For example, say every day at 3 p.m. some other job runs that creates a bunch of user GUIs or dashboards or something for the business end. Maybe this would be some job that runs before then to prepare the data for being displayed. So we'll just go ahead and hit continue, create. Alright, now our feed's created. So what happened now is the transformation template created the same 5 tables that standard ingest usually makes, where we have our base table or our core table, and then we have our core table underscore feed, underscore valid, underscore invalid, and underscore profile. Because once this transformation job runs, it'll go through and reprofile the tables or re-index whatever columns you'd like. And so it actually ends up with the same 5-step process to process the data. It goes from feed to invalid and valid to core and profile. Okay. And actually with that, it's pretty much the end of the demo. I'm going to go ahead and go into Hive and see if those tables were created. Usually the tables are not created until the first time that the feed runs. Let's do use test. Show tables. Yeah, there's no table in here yet. But when that feed does run, it will create that the 5 tables, and then we could query those. I hope you the best of luck with your pipelines. If you have any other questions, please post them in the comments. All right, thanks. Bye.